Hi, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video, we will be talking about subrings and ideals. Okay, so we will start with this definition. Let R be a ring. Given that being R as a ring, we have this non-empty subset of R, and we say this is S that is closed under the operations of addition and multiplication of R. The following here are the definitions. If S is itself a ring, under these operations, then S is called a subring of R. So, ibig sabihin, whenever you have this R here, and then this guy here as S being a subset of R, which inherits being also a ring, then this guy here is a subring of R. Now, whenever you have a subring I of R, we say that this subring I is a left ideal if you take an R from R and X from that I, the product Rx is an element of I. If you commute that and it's still an element of I, then that I is a right ideal of R. And finally, we say that it's completely ideal or it's an ideal if it is both right and left ideal. So basically, you will be asking that for this subset to be considered as a subring of a ring R, then of course, you have to identify all the requirements for being a subset, for being a ring. Now, good thing is that we have the so-called subring criterion. So that means to say, you have to lessen all some of the requirements for you to be able to identify if the subset is also a ring, which makes it a subring of a given ring. Now, this is the criterion. Given that S being a non-empty subset of a ring R, this S is a subring of R if and only if these two criterions are actually satisfied. Meaning to say that if A minus B is in S and second is A, B is an element of S, this holds for all A, B in S. So, how do we show that this is true? So, let's prove this first. Sige, let's check the forward. I'm doing this by draft lang only. Kung forward pa lang ang pag-uusapan, you, note that the 1 and 2 follows from the fact that the subgroup criterion and the definition of the ring closure. So, we're done. Let's talk about the backward. Naka-draft lang to ha, kayo na bahala formalize. Okay, so let's assume these two guys hold. Okay. So suppose this and this one hold. Okay, if this holds by the subgroup criterion, that means I'm talking about the group. For all A, B in S, alam natin A minus B is an element of S. And this implies that the S together with the addition is a group. Okay. Now, this one here, this also implies that S together with the addition is an abelian group. And the fact that the closure property of multiplication, this one, is satisfied by 2. Tama? Kasi according to 2, the product is in S. Okay? And the other requirements follows directly from the fact na S kasi is a subset of R. Therefore, S is a ring, and so S is a subring of R. So this is true. So basically, ito lang yung kailangan mo para mapatunayan mo that a given subset of a ring R is a subring. So let's consider this for example. Let's say if R is a ring, then the C containing all the elements C from R such that CR is equal to RC for all R in R is a subring of R. So parang check mo that if those elements commute, given that C being an element of capital C, that capital C is a subring of R. This is actually the center of R. We call this as center of R here. So how do we show that this is subring of R? As you can see, this is very clear. Your C is a subset of R. Why? Because di ba sabi natin, all the elements in C, which is the C, are coming from R. This means to say that your C is an element of R. Also, 0 is an element of R. And for all R in R times 0 is the same as 0 times R. So, because of the fact that um nag ganyan naman siya, this implies 0 is an element of C, and which implies further that your C is non-empty. Tama? Okay. Now, let A be element of C. Then, for all R in R, AR is equal to RA. Tama? And your BR is equal to RB. Thus, A minus B R, we know for a fact this is AR minus BR. Because, of course, they are all elements of R naman. So, the distributive property hold. And as you can see, because of the fact that AR is equal to RA, I can replace that. And BR is equal to RB, I can also replace that. This implies further that R is equal times A minus B. Tama? And so, the first property hold on the subring criterion. Also, AB is in R. So, ang implication kasi dito, A minus B is an element of C. And so, I can have this A, B, R. So, I can associate, tama? And also, this is A, RB, tama? And this is the same as ARB. Naka-associate yan. But AR is also RA. B and this is the same as RAB. Diba kung napapansin mo, nagko-commute siya dito and on this part. So the implication for this is AB is an element of C. So by subring criterion, C is a subring of R. Okay, that's it. So another examples that you would have to consider are the R, R being a ring. So the subrings that you have to consider is also the R and the trivial ideal. We call that as 0. We denote that by symbol. And these two guys are actually trivial subrings. If we are actually talking about the left ideal, then it's actually analogous when we are actually talking about the right ideal. So for simplicity, I'm gonna talk about left ideal, but again, this result will also hold with the right ideal. A left ideal I of R such that I is not the trivial ideal, that's not the 0, and it's not even the R. This is called proper. So basically, yung I mo dito is a strictly subset of R. So it will be considered as proper left ideal, or right ideal. Depende sa ginagamit mo. But for simplicity, we're using the left one. So there are points to consider. So the following remarks is number one, if R has an identity, 1R, and I is a left ideal of R, then I is equal to R if and only if 1R is an element of I. So this is very important because moving forward, if we will be discussing a lot of things in abstract algebra, you will have to remember the fact that whenever your R has an identity and being I as a left ideal of R, then I is equal to R if and only if this one is in I as well. So how do we show that? I is equal to R. Nakadrop lang tayo ha. Eh dahil equal naman sila, automatic, the 1R is an element of I. Very obvious. Because they are equal and the fact that 1R is an element of R. Okay. Let's talk about the backward. So suppose 1R is an element of I. So the implication for this is for all R in R, R is equal to R times 1R. So this is an element of I, tama? Since I is a left ideal. So therefore, we can write in this way, tama? This implies your R is a subset of I, but I, remember, this is a subset of R, implying R is equal to I. So therefore, this first remark is actually true. The second thing that we have to remember is a non-zero left ideal I of R with 1R is proper ideal if and only if I contains no unit in R. Okay. So again, a non-zero left ideal I of R with 1R is proper ideal if and only if I contains no unit in R. Okay, so to see that, unahin muna natin yung backward. Okay. Now, since 1R is a unit, and by assumption, I contains no unit in R, so 1R is not an element of I. Tama? So this implies I is strictly subset of R. Kasi yung 1 kasi di ba na kay R tapos wala naman yan kay I. So strictly subset. So therefore, it's a proper ideal and we're done. Okay, kayo na bahala ha. And for the forward, if U is in R, is a unit. Okay. And U being an element of I. So the implication is U inverse an element of R. And 1R is equal to U inverse. This is an element of I. So that I is equal to R. This is already a contradiction. Bakit? We assume in the forward we assume that the I here is a proper ideal. So therefore, we're sure that whenever I contains no unit in R, then it is a proper ideal. Okay, third remark is a division ring D has no left proper ideals or proper left ideals since every non-zero element of D is a unit. Okay. Okay, so if we have an subring test, then we also have ideal test. So it's an ideal criterion telling that a non-empty subset I of a ring R is a left ideal if and only if for every A, B in I and R in R, these two guys hold. So A, B element of I implies A minus B is in I, and A element of I, R in R, implies RA is in I. And we're talking about the left ideal. So but when we talk about the right ideal criterion, kung right naman yan, ibig sabihin, it should be like this. Okay. So how do we show this is true? Let's show the forward direction first. If we talk about this, so I follows already. Follows from the fact that I is a subring of R. And this one naman, the 2 here, follows from the definition of ideal. So we're done. Okay, let's go with the backward. The subgroup criterion, tinamad lang ako magsulat so you can write that fully. Yung I mo, because you assume these two guys here, yung I mo implies that I is an abelian group of the abelian group R plus. Okay. And for all A, B in I, A, B element of I by number 2. Thus, I is a subring by the subring criterion. And remember, the double I implies that I is a left ideal by the definition of ideal. So we're done. So this is now the ideal test. Now, before we will end this video, I'm gonna leave this with a consequence of that, a corollary for this ideal test. In fact, it's even an example. It tells us that if you have a set A sub I such that your I is an element of I, be a family of left ideals in a ring R, then the intersection of I in I is a left ideal. So how do we show this is true? So we can use the ideal test, of course, yung kanina. That's why this is just an example. Let A be equal to the intersection I in I. And we let A be in A. So the implication is then, AB is an element of AI for all I in I. Tama? Kasi if these two elements are element of A, so ibig sabihin, element siya ng bawat AI for all I. Okay. That's basic set theory lang. So since each AI is an ideal, so in fact, of course, it's a subring. So 0 is in AI. So bawat AI na contains ng 0 for all I yan. This implies bilang 0 nasa element ni AI and it's for all I, ibig sabihin andun siya sa intersection. So 0 is an element of A. And so your A is non-empty kasi meron siyang 0. Also, A minus B and RA is an element of AI for all I. Bakit? Kasi sabi kasi natin AI is an ideal. So ibig sabihin A minus B and the RA is an element of AI. And this is for all I kasi bawat isa doon is ideal. And for all R in R, since each AI is an ideal of R. Thus, your A minus B and RA is an element of A kasi bawat isa eh. So therefore, because they are element of A, therefore A is an ideal of R. That's it. So if you have any questions or clarification, please let me know. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. So if you have any question or clarification, please let me know so that we can discuss on that. And for those who are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe so that you'll be updated on a lot of videos that I'll be uploading soon. Thank you and have a great day.